Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Spirit Guide message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in, Sagittarius, and see what Spirit has to say. I'm going to be moving your Spirit Guide oracle cards, your Spirit Guide animal oracle cards, there we go, over to the side. I'll be layering these on top of the tarot because it just really gives such a beautiful voice to Spirit, and I love the way they work in conjunction with each other. It's just gorgeous. And then I'm going to be moving down your botanical oracle cards, putting up the chakra cards and the tarot cards. So let's see what the botanical oracle cards have to say. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Sagittarius, Spirit Guide message for Sagittarius. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Oh, fantastic. All right, so we have Ritual that just popped out. This one really wanted to be heard. And this one right here that jumped, which is Stabilize. Stabilizing your rituals, actually rituals stabilizing you. That's going to be something that's highly beneficial to you. Yeah. Spirit Guide message for Sagittarius. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This card, these two right here. All right, wow, powerful ones. You have Angel and Messenger, which this is the Soul Star chakra, and you have Personal Power, which is the solar plexus chakra. Spirit Guide message for Sagittarius. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Fantastic. You have the Queen of Wands right at your heart. That is splendid because you are represented by the Wands in the Minor Arcana. You are represented by the Temperance card in the Major Arcana. So you come through as a queen. Then you are crowned by the Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, King of Swords. Oh, I love that progression. You go from being a knight to being a king, claiming your power, claiming your throne. Ace of Swords, you're definitely taking this gift and it's progressing with you. You're progressing with it. It's developing with you. Then we have the Hermit, a Virgo energy, a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. The Fool, new journeys being started? Yes. The 10 of Cups. And the Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. Okay. So one of the things that gets me really excited in a reading is when I have the King and Queen from the same suit. Yeah, from the same suit, from the same deck in a reading. And at your roots, you have the King and the Queen of Swords. So this is a true love connection. This is a soulmate connection coming in. This is power that you didn't know you had being claimed, all right, moving you forward. This is you speaking your world into reality. Your mind is on point, Sagittarius, during this time. Spirit is saying to really utilize your thoughts because you're going to be getting a gift from your spirit guide, yes, but also from divinity. Divinity is handing you this gift of greater knowledge, greater understanding, a sense of having made a decision or coming to a decision about something that you've been on the fence about. And so here it really is moving you forward and it is exciting. You've only seen 2 avenues come your way. You've always thought this way or that way, but you're going to see a third avenue come up and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense. And that is where I want to be. That's how I want my life to be developing, for me to be moving forward. Now let's start here with your chakra cards. We're talking here about the Soul Star Chakra, which is located 6 inches above the crown chakra. Now the Soul Star Chakra is located like right above here, and it is about embracing your universal light, your divine wisdom. This is your soul's healing. This is connecting with the cosmos. And here, the angels and the masters are uniting with you. There is a sense of knowing more, being deeply connected to a truth that is absolutely profound to you, and knowing more, seeing more about where you want to be and how you want to move forward. This moves you to your personal power, and this moves you to the solar plexus chakra, which is all about inner strength, self-mastery, courage, freedom. It's about self-esteem. It's saying, you know what, this is my time. It's kind of like you're grabbing the bull by the horns and you are saying, this is my time, this is what I want, and there is nothing and no one who is going to take it from me. And as you grab the bull by the horns, as you say, this is what I desire, you're stepping into your personal power. You're stepping into the power of yourself and the abundance of your truth. This leads you to rituals with the elder here. And it can also be rituals from your elders. Spirit is saying elder is not a mistake. And then we have St. John's wort right here, talking about stabilization, stabilizing things, embracing your rituals, embracing your ideas, but it can also be connecting with your roots, connecting with a call to your soul, to something more, to something greater. You will find, Sagittarius, during this time that you're looking for something more and you're discovering something more within your life. You're discovering a path, a truth that had been denied before, that you thought, oh my gosh, that's silly, or oh my gosh, that couldn't happen, or there's something to that effect here. And Spirit is saying, oh no, it can. Oh no, it can. And you are moving forward towards your greatness, in your bounty. And there is also a ritual about you. It has to do with your mind, clearing out the clutter, knowing your ideas, setting yourself on a journey of your truth, setting yourself towards what you want in your life. Because Sagittarius, you're the type of person who brings everybody together. You're just that type of energy. And it's always great to have a Sagittarius in a group because you can talk to anyone, absolutely anyone. You make everyone feel welcome. And here it's connecting with Spirit in the way that you talk to yourself. You make yourself feel welcome within your body, within your soul, within your path. And it is doing what you do for others, but it's doing it for you in a beautiful, kind, lovely way. And it's going to be so empowering. It's invigorating. It is beautiful. And here it stabilizes you. You start to see that as you connect with what you want and you say, you know what, you might have been raised that it is selfish, kind of self-praise things, or think of others before you think of you. No, now it's time to think about what you truly want, what's going to stabilize you as you move forward, and then going about things. And it can be rather ritualistically, like the connection with Spirit, the knowing that Spirit listens to you and is walking beside you and whispering in your ear. That can become like a ritual to you. This is what you do to connect with Spirit. This is what you do to move yourself forward. So here, rituals, it's going to be the ritual that is right for you. So I would say here, like when I connect with my tarot cards, I say a prayer to connect with them as I'm shuffling them, because I shuffle and meditate before I start the videos. And that is part of my ritual to connecting with Spirit. You can have your own ritual. It can be a prayer, from the religion of your choosing. It can be a poem that you say. It could be something that you do, But here it is a ritual. And then a calming down ritual, a ritual to disconnect you with Spirit when things, when you need to turn off, to be able to go to sleep at night, to be able just to not be bombarded with other people's emotions. Those rituals are going to be very important to you. And there is also a sense here that as you embrace the rituals of yourself, you're going to see the rituals that move you forward, that are grounding and stabilizing. For me, I know I've said this before, but I love to have a cup of tea. That is my centering. That is like a warm friend, it has to be warm tea because I don't like iced tea at all. But it's like, oh, okay, this is what I need to calm me, to center me when I am crazed. And you're going to see things like that. And it can be a drink. And I would highly recommend, having something where even when you're on the go, you can have something that just calms you, that just centers you, that when you take a sip of it, or you say the prayer in your head, or whatever it is that you do, it brings you back to center. That is going to be one of the greatest things that you can do for yourself, Sagittarius, because you're going to have a tendency to take everybody under your wing, to try and be that vivacious, energy that people are drawn to. But if you don't have the rituals and you don't have the stabilization to keep yourself moving forward, you're going to burn out. It's going to be like a candle burnt all the way down. And that's not what you want. But at your heart of everything is you as the Queen of Wands. Now, at your heart, you do feel much more comfortable behind the scenes of things. And we also see that because you have the Queen of Swords right here, too. So you have 2 queens, 1 king, but there is a sense that you do have this active energy to you. People do take note of you. Even if you're trying to be like incognito, people will still say, oh my gosh, it's so great to see you again. I'm so glad that you came here. You're like, oh my gosh. Like if you walk into a store, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I just wanted to go undercover. And Spirit is saying you can't. There is this kind of magnetism towards you that you have that really is embracing an end of a cycle, but a beginning of what you love. And you're really opening up to what you love, what you desire, the way that you want to move forward. You're embracing a greater truth about yourself. You also hear with the blue in the hawk's eyes and the blue in the mountain lion, I don't know, eyes. There is this sense of the throat chakra and the blue in the water here. The throat chakra is very important to you. So it's not only what you speak, but it's how you listen. It's what you are moving towards. It's paying attention to your dreams. It's the visualization of what you desire. It's calming your mind and centering yourself and moving towards awakening is what I really see you doing here. And as you move towards your awakening, you see an abundance come, you see a prosperity come that you hadn't expected. And as it comes in, as you celebrate it, and as you embrace your passion, you embrace your desire, but also your magic, because I always see the Queen of Wands as being very, very much like the goddess Heket in Greek mythology, the goddess of magic. So there is the sense of magic surrounding you, and the magic isn't a conjuring magic. It is embracing the God's head within. And as you embrace the God's head within, as you embrace the fact that the universe lies within you, that, divinity walks with you, you open up doors, you see power come to you, you see beauty come your way, and you're going to see that, again, this magnetism, this radiance, there's a radiance about you. And Spirit is saying, embrace the radiance, but also know that it will draw people to you like a moth to a flame, which it will also draw very needy people to you, which is not what you need at this time. All right? Yes, help everyone. Okay. So when I say help everyone, it's not sacrificing yourself. It is being kind, it's being compassionate, but embrace as much as you can. But you're also going to need to build very firm and very secure boundaries, because this leads you to the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Right? This energy shines through really, really boldly within this reading. So if you have this within your chart, it's going to be very important to you, this air sign energy. How is it going to be important to you? You can see where it manifests in your chart. I can't tell you. I don't have your chart. I'm not an astrologer or an astrologist. So here, there is this sense of cutting through doubts and fears, of knowing where it is that you stand, also being very proactive within your thoughts, within what you are focusing on, the way you want to be moving forward. So as you cut through doubts and fears, you're going to want to charge in at something. Spirit is saying, step back a little bit, make sure you have all the information, because your sister energy is a Gemini energy, and Gemini is a more impulsive Sagittarius. So here you're going to have that impulsiveness coming forward. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to achieve. Nothing's going to stand in my way. And then you'll be like, oh, wow, if I would have just thought this through just a little bit more, it would have been so much more satisfying. I would be in such a better place, or, this would have gone so much easier kind of thing. And we've all been there. We've all been in that situation where we go and we do, and we're like, yes, this is such a great idea. And then we're like, oh, man, it worked out so much better in my head. So make sure that you do plan, because the Knight of Swords is going to give you a bit of an impulsiveness that you're going to want to absolutely embrace. Be like, oh yes, this is a great idea. And then you're going to be like, oh wow, I really should have thought it through just a little bit more. So step back, really use your mind, because you have a keen intellect to you, and you have a brilliant way of seeing things. So then as you charge forward, once you have things kind of all set up, as you stabilized yourself, all right, you have the Fool coming in, and the Fool is all about new beginnings. Now, you can say that it's a foolish act. Yes, whenever you take a leap of faith, it can be foolish, because you're going out of the comfort zone. People might sit there and be like, wow, why are you doing this? it's so odd, or I would never have the courage, or I would never do it. Here, with the Fool, you are moving forward. You are moving forward. You're going after what you desire. You're charging towards your dreams. You are setting out on a journey that is really quite exquisite for you. And as you set out on this journey, you find that you cut through so many doubts and fears and apprehensions that were holding you back before, that were built within your mind. And now you are the king and you are the queen, which this just gets me so excited whenever I see this. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, something is coming together for you. Something is coming together in a huge way. Now, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, of course, but this is a sense of knowledge ringing true. It's like clear as crystal. You hear it ringing like a bell through your mind. And as you hear it, as you accept it, as you understand it, you see doors starting to open. You have a balance of the masculine and feminine energy of yourself moving you forward. This sense of action and this sense of contemplation, this sense of needing to prove something to people or to yourself. You might have needed to prove something, and now you're saying, okay, I got it. I know it. I know my truth. I know where I stand. I know what I'm moving towards. And there is a sense that things are calming down. Things are becoming more ordered, more structured, more stabilized within your life, within yourself. And you're sitting there and being like, oh my gosh, yes, yes. This is a sense of spirit being absolutely intertwined with you. All right. This can be a connection with an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. It doesn't have to be at all. All right, but it can be somebody who helps you move forward, helps you take action, and then somebody who really knows their stuff. This is a person that you can rely on, that you can lean on. And it might not be that this is a person. It might be that this is a book, or this is a idea, or something like that, a movie, something that you watch that really inspires you, or something that comes into your life that is truly inspirational to you. And you're like, wow, yes. And so doors and avenues start to open up. Things start to become more real, more stabilized, more it's more of an understanding, and you're cutting through the doubts, the fears, the apprehensions that you had before. You're claiming the power of your own mind. And the air in this, the air sign energy feeds the fire that is at your heart. So air feeds fire, and you two work extremely well together. Even if this is a duality of your personality coming together, this is feeding the fire of your passion. This is knowledge making you unstoppable with your drive, with your passion, with your, magnetic personality coming forward, with this sense of having things, kind of just come to you when they are needed. And this isn't saying that if you sit on the couch eating chips, that everything will just come and fall into alignment. This is saying that you have to be proactive. However, that proactiveness is for you, or proactivity is for you. You're going to find that once you start, you really, really do achieve, and you really do embrace a success that is bountiful for you, and it feeds, this air feeds you, right? And you suck up this knowledge with such veracity of spirit that it makes you unstoppable. It makes you have a drive and a sense of, determination and understanding that is absolutely exquisite. This is also because God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you this gift of knowledge. It's wrapped in this pink, which really makes me think of the root chakra, which is, of course, red, but, it's about balance. It's about healing. It's about grounded. It's about, trust in yourself. Money can start coming to you because you start seeing things in a clearer light. Now, money isn't very important to spirit. So when it talks about wealth, okay, when spirit talks about wealth, it's money or something you value as much as money really coming into your life. It's a stabilizing energy of prosperity that moves you forward. It's embracing your instinctual knowledge. And you're going to see that as you take this gift, which you are most definitely doing, you see options start to open up. And this is with the heart chakra. Things have been in a knot for you. You've been doubting, you've been fearing, you've been looking at two ways, and you've been thinking, oh my gosh, these two options, you might even think unacceptable. These two options are unacceptable. I can't move forward this way because it's not a moving forward into the way that I truly want. But now that you're opening up the doors, that you're seeing things more clearly, that you're opening to new options, new outcomes, you start to move forward and say, wow, this is my truth. This is my power, this is my passion, and nothing and no one can stop me. So the knot of the heart chakra that is here, the knot of the heart, knot of the emotions that has been holding you back starts to unravel because you're taking the bull by the horn. You're taking control of the situation. And you're saying, this is what I want. Nobody may know that you're doing this. Okay, this is not something that you have to talk about to other people. You might be sitting there looking at a situation and being like, you know what? No, I'm done. I am absolutely done with this. I know what my heart needs. I know what my soul needs. And I know that I need to move forward in this sense of power and truth and prosperity and love. And so as you do so, options start to come to you. It doesn't have to be that a third road opens up. It can be that 15 roads start opening up. And as you embrace spirit, the one that is the best for you starts shining. You start thinking about it. It starts becoming a part of you. It starts becoming what you think about, what you're planning towards, and that becomes exquisite, and it leads you towards the 10 of Cups, towards the sense of a completion of a cycle when it comes to your emotional needs, and it leads you to being fierce. The King and the Queen of Swords, they are fierce. All right, they are the ones that don't take any bull. They are the ones that speak the truth even when you don't want to hear it. There is a sense here of needing to be careful about the words that you say, because you can be rather sharp-tongued during this time. That's also what the King and the Queen of Swords bring to a situation, which may not be the best thing, but it is one of their charms also, that they can just cut to the heart of a situation, and it leads you to seeing things differently. All right, and I love this, the sloth with the hoodie on. I mean, it's really, really, really cute with the little banana right there. And this is a sense of stepping back, of saying, I need to follow my soul's light. You need to follow spirit. There is just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to follow spirit. And as you follow spirit, you start to move towards your goals. You start to embrace your truth. You start to see things more clearly. But with the Virgo energy, with the Hermit energy here, you have to step back into your own personal space of understanding. This leads you to the 7 of Pentacles. This leads you to the prosperity, to the abundance that is being planted. The harvest isn't quite in yet. Like the fruit, you can look at these pentacles as being the fruit on the tree. It's not quite ripe yet. And that can lead to frustrations. Like you still have a ways to go before you could get to where it is that you truly want to be, to that kind of nirvana-like state. And when I say nirvana-like state, or, bliss-like state, we sit there and we think as human beings, when I'm saying this from spirit, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just going to be so amazing. And spirit's saying, well, hold on. It's going to be what you want. It's not going to always be amazing. It's not. It's just going to be a sense of embracing a happiness, embracing a joy, embracing a peace, embracing a beauty that is absolutely exquisite for you. And that's going to be something that is beautiful and empowering. So when it says paradise or nirvana or bliss, spirit isn't saying that it's going to be perfect. It is going to be an accumulation of what you truly desire and where you want to be. And so as things ripen, as things come to a head and come to fruition, you find yourself being more stabilized, more secure, and more abundant within yourself. I know sometimes I get so excited. I mean, I really do. I get so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just going to be perfect. And spirit is like, calm down. Calm down, Dane. Nothing in life is perfect, right? But it is in alignment with where you're supposed to be. And then we have the Fool, because the Fool here is saying you are on a journey. And at times you might think, oh my gosh, I'm so foolish. Like, I can't believe I made this decision and it wound up being the wrong decision. And now I'm over here and, you're questioning yourself. You're questioning spirit. You're saying, yeah, I listened to you. What the heck? Why did you let me down? And spirit is saying, I never let you down. I bring you to the place that you need to be, to the lessons that you need to learn, and to the power that you need to embrace. But I never, ever, ever walk away from you, or stop holding your hand, stop supporting you, stop guiding you forward. So that is something that's really important here to know, because I know that some of you Sagittarians, you're looking at this and you're going, okay, that's great, but I've trusted spirit before and now I'm in a pickle. I've been in this situation for so long that I don't know what happy feels like. I don't know where it is that I want to be. I'm questioning so much and my heart is so tied. And we as human beings, I firmly, firmly believe that we are emotional beings. And as emotional beings, we bring so much to the table, yes, but we're so terribly messy and complicated. And if we don't listen to our hearts, if we don't listen to our emotional truth, all right, our thoughts start becoming nastier and nastier, lower vibrations. Our actions start to become more egocentric, because I can only be out for me, because there isn't enough happiness in the world for anybody already. So I have to really defend myself. And you start to feel that way. And you start to think, oh my gosh, can I move forward to the place that I want to be, to what I truly desire? And the answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Because once you untangle the knot that's in your heart chakra, the knot that's in your heart, that's keeping you from being truly connected with the way that spirit communicates. Spirit for me communicates in pictures, all right? And in emotional responses to things, okay? In a heart's truth, So here, as you embrace spirit, as you embrace this connection, this truth, this empowerment, you start to move forward. And you start to really claim where it is that you want to stand and what it is that you're here for. Because for some of you, you might be thinking, my power, my truth, what I'm cutting through the doubts and fears for, it's not marketable. I won't be able to have the life that I truly want. And Spirit is saying, oh no, let me worry about that. All right? And it's not saying to just think, oh, okay, Spirit's going to handle it, I can just step back. But Spirit is saying, let me show you how the puzzle pieces will fit together over time and over learning and over figuring out what you don't want. Because Abraham Hicks says, we put into the vortex what we don't want. And so our payoff is what we do want. And I love it because I was talking to my brother about this. And he's like, okay, so my payoff should be like Disney World. Fantastic. Fireworks in the sky. Everything is wonderful and magnificent. And I looked at him and I laughed. And I said, that's not how it works. I mean, I wish it was how it worked. I wish that we could just have Disney World moments all the time. But it seems like the suffering, it really is more. We remember the suffering more because that's how our brains are trained. But we also go through so much. And then we get drips and drabs of the beautiful, moments of the gorgeous, moments of the sublime, the breathtaking. And it's stringing those moments together and seeing them every single day, not letting the anger, the hurt, the pain, the disappointment. And so you can see that every day you're moving towards a Disney World existence. But it's like creating the movies. It's like creating the theme parks. Things have to be built. It has to be constructed. And then at the end, when you look back, you'll be like, wow, this was the movie of my life is exquisite. But while you're living it, writing it, discovering it, it feels so hard and it feels so overwhelming. As you're building the theme park, you're looking at the nuts and the bolts of everything, and you don't see the splendor that's going to come. So don't expect the Disney World moment to happen, to hit you all at once, but it can hit you. We get very few Disney World moments in our lives, and they can hit you now and then. All right? And so embrace it. Embrace it when it does. But don't think that that's what living in a paradise is. It's living in your truth and the reason why you were born. So let's see what your spirit guide animal cards have to say. Spirit guide message for Sagittarius. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. And there's a ferocity to you during this time. There's just a fierceness to you. You're succeeding, you're achieving, you're going after things. And note that this reading isn't dated because whenever you find this reading is the exact moment that Spirit wants you to hear this message. So I'm going to lay these cards out quietly. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. What I love here is that, excuse me, at your heart is the ant spirit, which says time to collaborate. It's time to collaborate with Spirit. For you, it's time to collaborate with Spirit because Spirit is going to be that air that feeds your passion, that feeds your power, that really helps you to move forward and to achieve what you truly desire and where you want to be. There's a collaboration, there's an empowerment, there's an emboldenment, that you are being emboldened towards what you desire and towards where you want to be, towards what you're stepping towards. Yeah, I know that was a lot of words, but it's also a collaboration, and that's what's bringing the bounty to you. That's what's causing this magnetism. This is what's causing the bounty being drawn to you in a way that seems seamless, but isn't that can feel seamless or look seamless to people looking on the outside, but it's not going to be seamless. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, I just stepped into absolute splendor and wonder. It's going to be well earned and well gotten. This then leads you to the Bat Spirit, which says a rebirth of a rebirth is assured. And that's what you're entering into with the 10 of Cups, the completion of a cycle, an opening of your heart. A rebirth is absolutely assured as you move forward, as you embrace your grace, as you fly to new heights, as you go after what you desire. You are assured a rebirth of heart. And that is amazing. That will lighten your spirit, that will lift you up, and it's really going to be exquisite for you. Then we have the Starfish Spirit, which says open to infinite possibilities. You are open to infinite possibilities. That's why you are this warrior here. You are looking towards your dreams. You're looking towards what you want to discover. And as you're open to these infinite possibilities, you see doorways open to you. You see things that you hadn't thought of. And that's why Spirit is saying don't act impulsively. Act, it's not prudent. Yeah, it's kind of prudently. It's being very logical about things, but then it's being assured. It's saying, okay, I see it, I understand it, and I am going after it with a gusto and with a ferocity of spirit. But if you just act, you're not going to see the infinite possibilities. You're going to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, this one would have been so much better, or if I would have waited. It's kind of like when something goes on sale and you've just bought it. That's what Spirit is showing me. It's kind of like, you're like, oh man, I could have saved so much money if I just would have waited, one more day. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's kind of like you would have saved something that is really important to you if you would have waited, but don't wait too long. You're going to know, it's like that connection with Spirit and you being intertwined. You're going to know when you need to act, but you're also going to know when you feel that you need to act. But it's going to be more of I just need to do it. I just need to get it done. I can't believe this. I'm so, disorganized, or I'm always so wishy-washy about things. You're going to get angry with yourself, and you're going to see that anger come in. And that's when you need to know, okay, I need to step back just for a moment. And it might be that you act on it 5 minutes later, but you need to go into the situation with a cool head and a centered mind. This then brings you to the Owl Spirit, which says, you see clearly now. You see clearly the road that you need to take. You see clearly the Fool's journey that you're on, the journey that you're on. The Fool, if we equate the tarot and the major arcana to our journeys in life, the Fool is when you are born. The Fool is, coming into this world and being that bright-eyed, innocent, being that says, I can do this. I can do anything. And you see it and you go after it. And that's why people can say, oh, that's being foolish or naive. It's not. You see clearly, and you've earned this sense of adventure and integrity of self. This leads you to the Cat Spirit, which says, claim your independence. As you cut through doubts and fears, as you know your mind, as clarity comes to you, as clear as crystal, like clear as a bell, you see things, you cut through doubts and fears, you embrace your independence, you embrace your identity, you embrace yourself, you fly high. And this leads you then to the Koala Spirit, which says Spirit has a plan. Spirit has a plan for you. That's why you're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes, because that's where Spirit always is, behind the scenes. And as you embrace behind the scenes, as you embrace this power of soul and this connection of self, you start to see yourself moving towards your goals, moving towards what you desire, collaborating, understanding with Spirit in a way that you see pathways open up, and that is exquisite for you. Then this moves us to the Electric Eel Spirit, which says, bring your ideas to life. This is what the Ace of Swords is giving you, this ability to bring your ideas to life. Ace of Swords is the mind. It is your ideas. It is your envisionment, your visualization of things, the way you want things to move forward. All right. And it's saying now is the time to bring your ideas to life as you take this gift, as you more than take this gift from Spirit, as you start being rooted in your mind's truth, in your understanding, in your consciousness. And this then leads you to the Chameleon Spirit, which says, act as if. Act as if the knot has been untangled. Act as if you know the path that you want to walk. Act as if at this very moment you are able to live your soul's truth, your happiness, your joy, your bliss, and start making decisions towards that. Now, I am a huge one for responsibilities, all right? I know that sounds silly to say, or some people might laugh at that, or it sounds, uncommon, but responsibilities make us. We have responsibilities. We have responsibilities to other people. We have responsibilities to our work, to ourselves. So it's living in those responsibilities, but it's moving forward towards a pathway of greatness and of power. And you're going to see roadways open up to you that are exquisite and beautiful and breathtaking, which leads you then to the Bat Spirit of the rebirth is assured. This rebirth into your power, into your truth, and knowing this rebirth is possible because you know Spirit has a plan. And you know that you are connecting with Spirit in a way that lets you walk towards that plan. As you do so, you have the Otter Spirit, which I love, the two little otters making that heart, which says you are never alone. You are never alone as you embrace your heart's truth, as you follow the light of your soul and of yourself, and as you move forward, you are never alone, and you're embracing love, and love for Spirit, love for divinity, love in a way that moves you into alignment with your chakras, that moves you into alignment with your personal power, with the rituals that make up your life and that stabilize you and center you. This then leads you to the Turtle Spirit, which says slow and steady wins the race. Excuse me. You're going to find that by embracing this steadiness, embracing moving slowly, steadily, but assuredly towards your goals, it wins the races for you. It brings you to a place of power, to a place of truth, and to a place of beauty. And as you do so slowly and steadily, building, comprehending, understanding, this brings you to seeing things clearly, because you are entering into a rebirth, and it brings you to seeing the rebirth more clearly than ever before. Your subconscious message from your spirit animal cards is the Spider Spirit, which I love, which says, make your dreams real. It's time to make your dreams a reality. It's time to sit there and see how you are weaving your web, and not think that everything is chaotic and careless and nothing has meaning. Everything has meaning. It just takes a while for us to see it. So you are falling into alignment with your soul's bounty, your truth, the way that you are moving things. And I just want to see, the squirrel spirit below, because the card just kind of moved to this one, and it says, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself as you make your dreams real, as you make your dreams a reality. And know something, because it's a beautiful thing to know. Once you reach the point where you can pay all your bills, once you reach the point of financial security that way, your happiness does not increase the more money you have. Your happiness kind of baselines. Right? So the more money you can accumulate, yes, the more stuff you can accumulate, which might give you instantaneous joy, but it wears off, kind of like a drug, very much so. So here, know that once you reach a place of stabilization, once you reach a place of security for you, your happiness is beautiful. Your happiness is kind of assured. All right? So don't put more stress on yourself, because I know we are a consumer society. We're always reaching for more and more and more and more and more, and that can make us feel absolutely crazy and absolutely chaotic. And Spirit is saying you don't need that. Spirit is saying be able to handle things well. All right? Look at different paths that open up to you. When you sit there and you say, okay, if that's what I need to do, how can I do that to the best of my abilities? And start seeing doorways open up to you. Your chakra subconscious message is listening. Right? This is your throat chakra, listening. Truly hearing what your body is saying to you, truly hearing what Spirit is saying to you is going to be healing for you. Truly listening to what you need, but also listening to those around you, taking things in. We also live in a chatter world. Everybody talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. Nobody listens. It's time to listen. It's time to embrace that art of listening again, because it's exquisite. It really will actually set you apart from so many people, just by being able to truly engage and listen, which leads you to your botanical oracle, which is adaptation. This is the Blackberry Spirit. You're adapting. You're adapting to things. You're finding out how to adapt towards living in a world that is so spirit-rich for you. And as you adapt, you see power come to you, and you see that it stains your fingers like the blackberries. I used to pick blackberries when I was little with my brothers, and our fingers used to get stained with blackberries and raspberries, and we used to get caught in the thorns. And I remember it so fondly, because yes, it wasn't the most fun experience when you were getting pricked and everything like that, but it was so rewarding and so delicious. And that's what I see here. It's a deliciously rewarding adaptation into your life. And your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Ace of Pentacles. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of prosperity, is handing you a gift of bounty. That's what's fueling this whole entire reading. That's what's fueling your subconscious. You know that you're heading towards brighter and better times. Are you taking this quite yet? No, not quite yet, because we don't have a pentacle like the King of Pentacles, one of the court cards with the pentacles in it, or anybody holding a pentacle. But what I have here is this guiding you forward. You taking the knowledge gift, the gift of knowledge. And as you take the gift of knowledge subconsciously, you're using that knowledge to build you a much more prosperous and much more beautiful foundation for your future. It's a foundation built on bedrock instead of on sand. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It was a pleasure bringing you this reading from Spirit. I love you all. Bye.